they all
I
fell.
hate when that happens.
Hello.
I didn't know they died. I thought they
Generally,
lived forever.
eventually
Oh, it was
lose their
just me.
peakiness, but it's usually after multiple uses.
I mean, this one has been here for years, but it's annoying. They all just fell because I had like hanging stuffed animals on them. Where's my
Oh.
garbage can?
Does everything sound
They
good
didn't
coming
go
through on
in,
my end?
right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm
They
just making
didn't
sure.
go in the can, right?
Huh?
You said they're hanging above the garbage can?
No, I was asking where is my garbage can because I couldn't. I threw
yeah.
away the commando hook because I touched it and there was no stick on it. It was a dead
That
commando
makes
hook.
significantly more sense.
Yeah, but I gotta find a place to put them. Now I just have a couple stuffed animals on the floor. Last time I was here, I was just my cat came out of nowhere and it scared me. So I'm like looking around, like, is there a cat hidden in here that's gonna jump scare me later?
Okay. I just want to make sure one more time that if everything sounds good, because I got a new microphone and
Andrew?
It
looking up
actually
saying-
sounds
Oh.
fantastic.
It
by the
sounds really
way.
good.
It does.
You're very loud,
Like
yeah.
you're
Okay.
crisp.
There
Yeah.
we go. I'm
Chris.
sorry. I had you
That is
deafened
the
from
way.
last time.
It's like sharp and clear, and I can hear everything. It's good.
It's
Yeah,
good?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I
Yeah,
can turn the
actually,
gain down a little bit. Does this sound a bit better?
yeah.
Yes,
'Cause-
this is good?
Yeah, because we sounded louder than the others for me,
Okay.
so that's a lot better.
They have
Gotcha.
everybody at different volumes, so
I'm still trying to get everything worked out. I was with this thing. Okay.
Hello, other
Jacob.
person.
Hola, mi amigo.
Hey
Hello.
¿Dónde está español?
I had
Nice.
Spanish.
Where is the Spanish?
Yes.
I had Spanish for a couple of years. I didn't.
I didn't say
retain
I
it.
could speak it. Sorry, what were you saying?
Stuff.
She only took Spanish for a couple years.
Yeah, I was trying. I do not know.
Where is the Spanish?
Where is my Spanish? I don't know where it went. That's the thing. I lost all of the knowledge.
It was obviously not important if you didn't keep it.
That is not true. It is very important.
Well, how is it? Well, I don't know. I always assume if I've forgotten something, it was never important. So
I'm the opposite. If I forgot something,
No.
it is very important.
well, I don't forget things easily. That's the thing about me. I don't forget easily, but when I do, it's like, huh?
Complete
Guess it
opposite
wasn't
here.
important.
I am complete opposite. If I forget everything, and I'm like, I I just forget so often, and it bothers me. I wish I didn't forget. Like, I forget my medication, and when I missed one medicine because I had a doctor's appointment in the morning by like 2 hours, and then I got symptoms because I forgot it just for 2 hours. That's why I have like millions of reminders on my phone, and I still don't help.
Understandable.
Okay. So, since we are all here,
Yes.
I suppose. See, there's a couple things I can always start with.
I think a recap is the best thing.
Recap
Definitely.
first? Okay.
Definitely recap.
What, you don't
'cause-
want a recap?
There's always
Sounds like
things.
sounds like you're against it for some reason.
I suppose I'll actually start. We'll catch up with a recap in a second because I do have a little bit of something prepared.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yay.
Open off a little bit of a cinematic.
Yay.
Cinematic. Magic.
Okay.
That's what we're all about.
Wind whistled among the dunes, flowing like water across the hills and through the valleys. Sand spiraled upward, catching the current before being scattered among the far winds. An age of dust rests upon the land. As the breeze rolls upon the ground, it rolls past a threshold of potentiality, echoing the eddies to a time before, an era of balance. The dusty desert bluffs roll back their sandy sleeves as hard rocky surfaces show their crags and angles. Spirals of grass creep up and along the mesas. It rocks back and forth in the breeze, held firm by small thorns that prick out from the stalk's sides. The dark sky knows no kindnesses. Looking up into the same dark sky is a vaguely humanoid form. Two long spindly arms with three-fingered hands, an expressionless, two-peaked, teardrop-shaped head, a torso that maintains structure until around the legs where it begins diverging into fractious wisps. A mantle of sand and shadow seems to roll across its form, the deep blacks of the liquid shadow melding with the evernight blues, obscuring the vibrating sandy swarm, a deep crimson, rendered pitch dark under the moonless sky. It floats a few inches from the ground and watches the stars shift overhead. It watches them reflect across the boundaries of the echoing box. It studies. It hopes. Behind the figure, a village, built entirely from the ground up, a mixture of sands and stone, hardened with deep mycelial structures interwoven, granting the buildings a dense organic shape. The eras ripple by as the village begins to grow. It expands upwards and outwards, the network of veins that give it structure and form, moving forth in every direction. Quickly at first, then slower. A trickle of water that had run through the city dried up. Faintly glowing bulbs of fungal fruit soon outweighed the withering roots they budded from, tumbling upon narrow alleyways where a number of the figures roamed. A shadow of life. Each one's minds thrummed with sparks of electric blue, rolling the surge throughout their form and electrifying different sandy circles and sigils that pulsed into and out of their forms. A desert wind rolled through among the beings, concealing the low, bass-like sparking thunder that rolled across them and breaking some of their manifest thought. Another ripple upon the glass of time. A figure holds out their hand to another. As their forms mingle, their dusts intersperse. The longer they hold, the purring thunder and sparks of mind tell lifetimes of stories in mere seconds. They look to one another, seeing in each other's minds' eyes the worlds that once were. For a moment, the thrum slows as the monochromatic calcified land around them echoes their beings. A common feeling. Afraid. Another. Yearning. Zeal. Understanding. Motive. They pulled back. Fear. As the desert wind whipped through them forever. Sparks. One opened its hand. A small stone. Glowing and pulsing with electricity. A faint blue fighting amongst the shadows of indigo. They looked to each other. There was the purring thunder of one. There was silence. The stone picked up, small amidst the fingers. Sparks jumped from it. They latched on to the fingers. They spoke to the sands. Two thrums of sigils, two minds danced in one. Two lost souls swimming amidst a silent cosmic sea. They looked to the stars. They saw hope. The dark sky knows no kindnesses. And from that point, we can go ahead and recap as to what happened last week.
Sandland!
That gave me chills, Andrew.
I know.
Well, thank
That
you.
was
Sandland.
good.
That was
Yeah.
really good. That spooked me. But
Clap, clap, clap.
I heard the word sand, and I think that spooked me the most. Because I think I knew.
There are
Sand
little
just gives us whiplash. I'm
There's
sorry.
there's a
There's
lot more
sand.
hints in there than sand.
there
I know.
are
There were.
there
I
are
think the
secrets
duat
and
was.
puzzles and
You said the
everything.
word mycelia, and I know the word for mushroom, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the word for mushroom.
Mycelia means mushroom.
Oh, that's cool. What was zeal? I heard the word zeal, and I did not know what
Like-
that was.
That enthusiasm.
Uh, I'm. I, I hope we all had the same thoughts, because Sandland duat is what I'm getting, and the civilization we found is what I'm understanding.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely that civilization.
Did we get? Okay. One of us didn't. One of us see the true form of the duat or something. I don't remember.
That was Ketch.
Okay, that's why Catch is going is
No,
not
he
okay.
would. If it was, he would have gone. He would have broke sooner.
Yeah, I know.
Might have taken some time for it to wear down, I suppose. I don't know.
Okay. So, when last we left our heroes, the party spent their time among the Gith Kresh
Oh.
near Alig, working tirelessly upon their disparate goals, primarily in the restoration of Ketch and the healing and licking of wounds from the battle at Bone Grove. Upon tiring and trouble, messages were sent out seeking any and all aid. Tsubaki turned to the magic of her songs and began probing some of the dull black glass that once sparked magic. Upon seeing the inside, she was granted several visions, moments of time clipped from the lives of Ketch and civilizations that have long since passed. In their final moments, they put forth an arcane surge towards a vision, a history that shattered. As the magic left their body, Tsubaki fell, unconscious, not breathing, withered, dead. But the sparks of the stone seemed to alight with a renewed arcane vigor. And with that, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Initiative?
Yup.
You said everyone, right?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Including
Yep.
the corpse?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, because you only have 9 rounds to go for
Before
Revivify.
Revivify is not an option.
I got a 16.
Um, 3.
18 plus 3. 18, 3. 20? 1.
15 total for me.
15? Okay. Okay. So with that, I mean, it does kind of work out. The first round begins, and Zace,
No.
what do you do? You watch as Subaki's body just kind of falls limp, almost being thrown backwards slightly from where the stone is. You see motes of blue energy begin to thrum within it, but also a gray
Do I
form
do?
across her face.
It's all coming. What do I do? What can I do? I don't have magic like the others. Um, CPR? Does that work? Can I perform CPR?
Go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
I doubt this is gonna work in general, but I have enough. Okay, there's my dice. 8 plus 2, 10. I'm not good at medicine.
You bend down towards Subaki's body. It seems as though everything about the form is still. There is no heartbeat. Her chest does not move up and down. There is no breathing. Color seems to be draining from the face at a rapid rate.
Stay with me.
With that, Ketch, are you with the party at this time?
I am wherever, uh, I'm essentially still. Am I even conscious right now?
You are. I mean, the stone was not with you. They brought it to where Subaki was working. So.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Um, I.
You sense a disturbance in the force.
I suppose I'm still just lying here.
Okay. Zagra.
I'm like, yeah, I literally just don't know anything else about the world.
Call for help.
Okay.
That's wonder one on CPR.
Okay.
In a world of magic, CPR does not work.
No, CPR absolutely works in a world of magic.
Just not on this.
Yeah, this is a little bit past CPR.
See? Magic.
Zagra, you call for help. Go ahead and roll me. With your background here, go ahead and roll me a streetwise check. Is there a specific person you call for? Knowing the people at this camp generally pretty well.
Isn't I remember her name.
Is there anybody that seems like they would revive people just point blank?
There are a couple of clerics and druids who would have access to spells similar to what you describe. Whether or not they have the resources on them at their person right now remains to be seen.
Well, still them.
Is Marielle still with us?
She is not with you right now. She is back at the camp.
But did she go back?
We're at the camp.
Well, you are at the camp. You are just separated from a bit. There is distance in between you and like the main fire circle and the.
Why did she leave? We're doing such an interesting thing.
Still, I'll call them.
Okay.
And Streetwise just in?
Streetwise, yes. With advantage. Since you are going for a specific person.
Okay. 14.
14. That's right on the money. Okay.
Yay.
We got money.
As you call out, you catch some attention.
Yeah.
Good attention, bad attention,
Concerned
desired attention.
Desired attention. Yeah, that would be a way to put it. Calling for Marielle. You see her immediately look over towards you, confused, a bit concerned.
Point.
You see her grab a small bag and begin running towards you.
Thought Marielle was with us this whole time.
Okay.
He's got other things to do.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought is Marielle a she or a he? I'm
Uh,
sorry.
She is a she.
Okay.
With that, Zace, is there
What?
anything that you can
Me again?
do? Yep. This is round 2.
Oh. Okay, CPR's not gonna work in this situation. No. Do I have any knowledge of the stone or anything from what I read in Catch's book that could help in this situation?
I think everything that you yourself would know right now, you would have been able to divine from Ketch's book. There seems to be something going on with the stone. It seems different. You didn't read about any sort of this happening to it. Desi.
Yes.
Is the area where you were performing this the same one where you were working on the stones previously?
Yes, it was I found a little cave out in the middle of nowhere and kind of set up shop in there and
Okay, go ahead and roll
try.
me a d6 and multiply it by 100.
100.
What? Okay, okay.
Okay.
So it's gonna be the number times 100.
Oh, wait. I'm
Look.
sorry. I grabbed the wrong dice.
Nah, wait, it can't be 900.
Okay, so
600.
it's 400.
Okay,
Whoa.
so the area that you had found and set up in is about 400 feet away from the base camp.
Oh,
Okay. That's quite a distance.
Yeah.
It is, but
I mean, sort of, not really.
But the goal was so that if the songs go south,
Yeah,
True.
I didn't want people to be affected, so I was trying to be considerate.
okay.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
So are we there with you? I assume so.
Yep.
'Cause
You were already there with me. You and
Okay.
Zagra were already there.
Okay. And Catch, or did you just take the sword from Catch?
I took it back
Catch is
to my
at camp.
workshop.
Okay, so Catch is not there then. That's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, he's back at camp.
So this is round 2. It is
Mhm.
going to take Marielle 7 rounds to get to you. I did the math. 400 feet, she can move at 60 feet per turn with the dash action.
Mm.
That's kind of long, right?
Yes.
So,
Okay.
I would like to call for some other names.
Anybody nearby? Mari? Mari's with us, right?
yes.
Mari?
Yes, Mari is with you.
I don't know how Mari can help me though.
Emotional support.
Yeah, that's what I need right now.
Can we get Mari ESA certified?
I didn't know. I can do it. I can teach Mari.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just mapping out the timeline here.
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to call for someone else in here?
Yes.
Okay.
A clericy type.
Clericy type? Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me another streetwise check with advantage.
I'm cocked. Oh,
What?
not 20. Plus 2.
Okay.
22.
Good.
That hits. That puts you into the final tier here of 21 or higher.
Ooh.
Ooh, good job, good job, good job.
I have 5 different conditions here, some of which are good, some of which are bad.
No, no bad, no bad. Good, good,
But
good.
you
Is
have
that
gotten
20
good twice.
bad?
What?
I've gotten good twice? Okay.
You've gotten good twice.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you for the 20.
Yeah, that's going to help a lot.
Yay!
Go
Greatly
ahead.
appreciated from my wherever I'm at.
Go ahead and roll me a d4, Zagra.
D4. 1.
Okay. Okay. As you call out, again, you see Marielle coming towards you, but it's a bit of a run.
Yeah.
You are able to catch the attention of another cleric, of an actual cleric type. Marielle is much more of a druid.
Okay.
And as a natural 20, you are able to get their attention, and so you now have access to 2 different spells. They are much closer than Marielle is. They are more towards the
Ooh.
outside of camp, so they are going to get there
Yay.
faster.
Okay, cool.
That's always great.
We need that.
Okay. And they begin moving towards you at roughly a similar pace.
Gotcha.
Whereas Marielle will arrive on turn 9, they will arrive on turn 7.
Okay.
If you hit turn 10, that's basically the last chance you have to cast any sort of spell before the time is up.
Gotcha.
Okay. You now have 2 individuals who are coming to help. This is turn 3. Is there anything else any of you would like to do before we shift over to the next round?
Did I take my turn? I forgot. What did I do?
You did not this round, because we went. Yeah. One way or another, you have 3 turns essentially before the cleric arrives at your location.
Okay.
So basically, you have 3 turns to do what you would wish. I'm willing to be a little bit loose with the timeline here in between these points. And it looks like my internet is cutting out.
Is that to all of us, or?
I'm here.
Hello?
Okay, sorry.
I think we.
I can hear you.
I just got to hearing everyone. I couldn't hear a single thing. So you were on turn 3. What I was saying was you have 3 rounds essentially before the first call for help arrives that I'm kind of willing to let you take in any order as you see fit. And so that goes for
Can
all
we
of you.
pick up the corpse and start bringing it to the cleric?
Okay. Can I make any helpful suggestions, or am I not allowed to do that?
I'm willing to say you could.
I have a healing potion in my bag.
You're dead. That's not gonna help.
Anybody want to try it?
Good healing potion.
I'm not wasting a healing potion on a corpse.
But you're.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, if you're dead. It's not gonna do anything.
All right.
Confirmed dead. Okay. I was thinking, are you holding the thingy-mabob? The
Catch a stone? Oh boy. Thanks, AT&T. You really are the best.
He was blown backwards by it. It's not honor. Hello?
In real life. In real life, I meant.
Yeah, sorry, I had to switch over because AT&T was being the worst.
Oh.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yes. Subaki does not have the stone immediately on her, but it is close by.
Could I pick it up?
Absolutely.
Here you go. Does it do anything when I pick it up?
Nope.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything unusual. It just feels like you're holding Ketch's stone. It's just a little shiny.
Could I bring it closer to Sabaki? Could I make it? Could I give it to Sabaki's hand and hold it?
Yep.
Does that do anything?
It does not seem to.
Yeah, no, I'm out of ideas now. I'll hold onto it, I guess, so we don't leave it in the cave.
Okay.
While we run, I think. Are we running?
Okay. You said you were going to bring Subaki towards them as they approach, correct?
That's what I assume.
Okay. Who is carrying her?
Me?
Okay. What is your movement speed if you do basically like a full dash? Because it's going to be halved based on because of carrying.
Oh wait, not level 6 yet. Okay, if I do a dash, my full speed should be 80.
That's impressive.
40's still pretty good. I still appreciate that number.
Pugilist, we're speedy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, so you are on turn 3. Can you close the gap? And sorry, I never thought that this math would actually be like required for D&D. Let me do a little bit of
Math in D&D.
Those tend to go pretty hand in hand.
Yeah,
well, I know, but like not the whole. This person is moving towards this person at this rate of speed, whereas this person is moving towards you at this other rate of speed.
Yeah.
How long does it
fair
take
enough,
for them
I wouldn't
to read
expect
this
that.
It's like,
Fair
I'm
enough, I
never gonna
wouldn't
use this
expect that
in real
either.
life. And then it's like they were right. It's the fictional reality that's got the math in it, not real reality.
10th grade math class, like just like yeah, Slumdog Millionaire moment with D&D.
Okay, so you.
I haven't
so
done
you're
math
able
in
to
like
do
2 years.
40 feet per round. You have 3 rounds before they get to you. That's 120 feet. They're moving. I'm willing to say that you are able to then meet them on turn 2 of this, so that would basically be turn 5, whereas instead of 7. So that should be a rough estimation closer.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds
Too
good.
bad we don't have the abyssal phoenixes on us. They would be so nice right now.
Yeah, they are fast, but
they are fast. But circumstances are what they are.
As you bring Subaki's body along, is there anything else going on, or do you meet the cleric first?
Meet the cleric first.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are going to. The cleric is actually a human.
Looks like a human.
That's fair. But they begin immediately asking all the questions. What happened? What's going on? What do you need? What can I help with?
We did CPR. It didn't work.
Okay, what all do I know about what has happened?
You know that Subaki was testing the powers of her songs with Ketch's crystal.
I did tell them what I was doing after I got thrown out the first time.
Right.
So
I
you can give a little bit more detail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, here,
maybe
Desi,
bring you towards Ketch.
how would you have phrased it and kind of put it
Okay,
towards them?
so basically, what I discovered was that inside of the crystal there was lines that connected, and basically the connections could be reforged with my far call. But what I didn't know was that it took magical ability to put them back together, so it sucked the life out of me. Exhaustion sucked the life out of me after I started using things to put things back together, and it cast me out the second time and dead. That's about it.
Okay. It is your choice of how you want to go through that information. Zagra, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check as well.
Okay. Regular?
Mm-hmm. Yep, just straight.
Nat 20 again.
Whoa.
Okay.
+1.
Whoa.
Dang. Okay. While there is no obvious signs, having been through battles before and learned how to kind of care for yourself afterwards, it almost seems like Subati's arms are a little bit weary. Like there is just a lack of energy anywhere in the body.
That kind of happens upon death.
Well, yes. I'm trying to describe it in a way that you would be able to understand that she basically burnt herself out. Like if you take a match that goes just too far and you eventually just get knocked out completely on the ground. There's just no physical signs. Just not getting up. Just everything.
So exhaustion.
Yes.
Yeah, we've
You
seen
would recognize
Tsubaki
it
go
as
through.
exhaustion.
Right. But haven't we seen Tsubaki go through exhaustion before? Like
Yes.
Never to this
Not
extent.
not to this extent, but did we see Tsubaki getting exhausted while she was in
Yes.
the stones? So maybe we could assume that by putting one and two together, or not?
Right. That's kind of what I was going for. Just
Yep.
with your history of combat and understanding your own limits, this is essentially someone who has pushed themselves beyond their limits and just is just out of it right now.
Okay.
Poof.
That's pretty much exactly how I'll explain it.
Okay.
That was a short candle and a strong wind.
Okay. How long has she? The cleric will ask, how long has she been down for?
30, 20 seconds.
Okay, that'll make this a bit easier as they go to prepare different components and such. They begin reaching into their bag, and they pull out a decent-sized gemstone, and they kind of set it down on her, kind of right in the center of her chest. Turn lapses as they begin going through different signs, making notes in the dirt around her, kind of putting a circle and a sigil around her centered on this stone. You watch as different markings made begin to glow, and I need them to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's Revivify, it won't kill them.
That is true, it's 3rd level. Okay, that is enough. You
Good.
watch as the stone seems to almost evaporate. Just kind of begins breaking apart into the air, and you see glints of light begin to just kind of hit it and then just refract into a dizzying spiral of rainbows as it just goes through this almost mist of diamond dust that just begins to kind of pulse outward from the gem and land in different areas on Tsubaki's body, glowing with a distinctly golden light. You see on the cleric's person that they have a sigil, like a holy symbol around their neck, with a very nicely polished amber stone that is just glowing and pulsing with divine power.
Would I recognize that? Just wondering.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, no, it's, for all intents and purposes, standard wear. They've probably gotten, I mean, to be able to cast Revivify, they are a higher level than a typical commoner.
Yes.
But they are not, like, well-trained beyond that. Like, they would probably be able to cast Raise Dead, but it would be at the
We don't need
maximum
that right
capacity
now.
of their spellcraft. That said, let me just go ahead and roll a d20 here.
What's that for?
My
Yeah,
notes.
what is that for?
Just for
Okay.
fun. It's just like rolling d20s, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
As the spell goes off, Tsubaki, air fills your lungs once more. It feels like you are pulled back from a void. One tiny bit of light in an infinite sea of darkness. But all of a sudden, there seems to be a little bit of light coming from another area that just draws you closer and closer. And eventually you find yourself looking up at the sky once more.
Yeah, that means you're awake, right?
Yes, she's
Yeah.
back.
Yay! Am I okay?
You're back.
Sorry, I stepped away for
You
a second.
still have essentially 5 levels of exhaustion, but you are not dead.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy
I don't
shit!
think you should do magic anymore.
Tsubaki's reaction to this is like, holy shit, that was a trip and a half.
What did you do?
I was fixing Ketch's brain and I succeeded. It just took a little bit more out of me than I expected. I stand up very shakily, but I'm determined in what I'm about to do. I start walking back to camp.
Your movement speed is effectively 0. It's going to take a good bit of effort.
All right,
somebody, you stay put.
Please, somebody pick me up and take me back to Ketch.
I'd like to start a triage.
Triage? Okay.
Triage?
Okay.
Yeah. I'll send what that does.
Fine,
I know what that does.
You do. She doesn't.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm basically gonna try to remove a level of exhaustion from you, but it's gonna take a moment.
Okay.
Do you do the full combat-oriented one or the shorter, like the short rest version?
Short rest version.
Okay, that will take about an hour then.
And that means I don't need to spend one, right?
It means you only spend 1 instead of 3.
Right. Yeah, okay. Cool.
There is a cost, but it's much less.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I can do that.
Should I go bring the stone to Ketch or something? While you do that, I don't think I can help.
I feel like I've earned the right to give it back to him.
Okay, I was holding it while you were passed out. I will give it back to you.
I want to see how this works, so...
Here you go, I'll give it back to you. Is there anything I can help with?
Nope, just doing what Zagra needs me to do.
Okay.
I'm compliant.
Cleric, how can I repay you?
I got some money.
If you can get me another one of these gems so that we can have it on hand.
Wait.
I can consider.
You need a diamond worth 300 gold. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
I have 2 of the Orby things. Do you want them?
Will that work?
Well, I mean... Okay.
That's not what those are for.
Okay. Tsubaki is tired.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
I'm fixing you.
Thanks, Agra.
I'm fixing you. It's gonna take about an hour, but I'm fixing you.
It's okay. I promise I'll go to bed for 2 days after this.
Can we not do magic anymore? This is a.
That's like asking me and Ketch not to breathe.
I do not. I don't
You're-
like magic.
It's always a risk if you do the magic.
Yeah, Zace never liked magic. This is just bacon. Zace.
Why don't you get yourself some rings you can break instead?
Yeah,
That was a really
I
nice
really
gift.
do.
From
It
Iviar,
was.
of all people.
From the evil person.
I mean, we did get them from the evil. Maybe we should go back to the tower and search it. See if there's
What's my
anything
best-
good left.
I don't want to go back there, to be
Me
honest.
neither. I
Look,
don't
once my
either.
messenger stone comes back, I'm gonna try.
We could
Dang
ask
they're
the
it.
still
dragon.
alive.
You know what I regret, guys, more than anything is giving them back their platinum. More than anything, that bag of platinum. Oh, they trusted us with that, and we could have taken off with it. Oh,
Oh, the one that they gave to me?
To buy the
yeah,
horses, yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, all these. I'm just randomly spouting out things because I'm kind of slap happy, and I'm just saying the first things that come to my mind.
It's okay.
Yeah.
This is how I get when I'm exhausted. It seems like I'm drunk, but I'm not.
You know, I think Ketch was about the same way.
Mm. Catch that little jerk. Big jerk, big jerk. He's a big jerk, not a little jerk.
At this point, I have probably carried you back to camp.
Okay.
I mean, save my life. Call me whatever size you want.
I think I did. Anyways.
Okay.
Yep.
The hour passes as the triage is performed. Tsubaki, you can go ahead and decrease your exhaustion by 1. So you're at 4 levels.
Yay! Still hurts like hell. But it's okay. I'll live.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
Yes, that's what's
I
important.
will live.
Okay, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just playing around.
You sure you'll live?
Yep, I promise.
Okay.
Alright. So I'm not as exhausted.
Can
Are we
she
back
move?
Yep.
in camp? Okay, good.
Yes, I have taken you back to camp.
So I definitely get back to Ketch eventually.
Yes.
I pull up the back of his neck. I shove the gem in and see what that does.
That's immediately like face spraying as you do, and then you just fly.
Did it do anything?
You rolled a 14, Jacob. As the stone finds its place, it once again kind of fits in as though it fits in like a glove, as though it had been there for most of your life, which it definitely has. You are able to recover your lost wizard levels and up to 14 points of intelligence.
Yeah. That's good, right? That's good.
That's
You're
it.
welcome.
Yeah.
I don't think that's all.
welcome.
Is that all of it, though? Actually, now that I think about it.
I mean, that's more than enough to live.
I'm
Right?
at 14.
Oh,
Oh no,
right.
I'm not. I don't even have 14 intelligence. So you know what? If
Yeah,
I
me
can live
too.
with 10, he can live with 14.
Well, the problem was I was living with 3.
Well, now you have 14.
He
Gained it not. Gained 11.
No, 17.
Oh.
Yep.
and the remaining ones will basically come back to you in a day-by-day fashion when you take long rests.
Cool.
Ooh. They'll still come. I know.
I'm sitting in a chair at this point next to your bed.
You're
I knew
both
I could.
in the
I
hospital.
definitely couldn't be standing after this.
This is one of those times where like Cat's just on the floor, like still just like, and like you just come in freaking smash it into the back of his neck. He like squirms for a bit, like, and then just is lifeless on the ground and just like, and like Catch just does this full on freaking belly laugh. Immediately stands up, excuse me, wipes himself off and says, "Thank you very much. I
That's scary.
feel back to myself again.
You don't sound yourself.
I feel back to myself again. Is this Kitch? It's been a while since I've done
No,
normal.
it's been a while, but that's not it.
That's not it.
That's
Hello, is he
Hello, I am
me,
Ketch.
Hello, I am Kitch. This is my voice.
It also doesn't help that it sounds like you're in a different environment than usual.
Yes, I am in quite a different environment. Also, I have kind of a sore throat right now, but I don't know if that is helping or hindering the character.
You're going very French on us.
I have been doing. I've been
Kind of
attempting
French.
to do a French this whole time.
Oh, really? I thought
Catch
we
is
thought he
kind
was
of
a
a
little
French
more
accent.
Russian.
No, it's French. The two are sometimes mistaken for one another. Like, welcome to the game, or not welcome to the game, but there is no game.
Yeah. It was a much lighter French accent than that.
I am Kitch. Hello.
Yeah, that one.
Everybody's back.
Hello, I am Kitch. My
Yes.
name is
Yes.
as
Yes.
such. Thank you, my friend. Do I have any memory of of Tsubaki being like in my essentially memory?
Actually,
Or
go ahead and roll me just a straight intelligence check.
hey, I'm good at those again. That's a 20. Heck yeah, I like that.
Hey.
Before a 20 was literally impossible for me.
As you kind of feel everything kind of coming back to you, all of the time that you didn't have the crystal with you, it starts to kind of feel a bit like a faded dream.
No.
Like you're just
is that the
waking up
memory?
now.
No.
Okay.
Our story time. Does he?
During as you begin kind of piecing everything back together, you do kind of run through different memories you've had, and it's weird because you never really even thought to notice it before. But there's always in like different key moments, different key bits of your memory at different areas, basically another actor on the stage, but it does seem like Tsubaki is kind of always there in the background watching.
That sounds so weird.
Damn.
That sounds weird but sweet
What?
It's kind of creepy in my opinion.
and kind of creepy.
Because like the memories, your past memories have now been changed in a way. With
Now
Tsubaki.
have a permanent Tsubaki.
Even though
In
Tsubaki
the
was never
background.
really there.
Well, technically,
Like literally, like Desi wasn't, or sorry, Tsubaki wasn't like watching a movie of my memories. That was how I remember them, and by being there, I assume like Tsubaki essentially was there in my memory.
I
Ah.
remember things.
Dang. Okay. Well, Catch is going to like simply like stand up, like, thank you very much once again. I am grateful for your assistance.
I'll be right back, guys.
What okay. Well, Catch was gonna shake Subaki's hand and like ask, what exactly has happened?
Okay, we're back at my people's camp. It's
Okay.
been X amount of days
Okay, I'm with
since
you so
you've
far.
lost your mind. Literally, it seems.
Ah, yes. That is something that I suppose you might want an explanation for.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. I would like one. Yes, please.
For all intents and purposes,
Hmm.
you do have a general recollection of what happened during the days. It's just that they all kind of blurs together into this kind of odd time soupiness that
Yeah.
it just it's there in the background, but it's not quite a crisp image. It's several
You
times
should.
blurry. There's some generation loss
Yeah.
in there.
It's kind of like waking up from a dream and like you just kind of got that fuzziness.
Yep, exactly.
We've been going about our own things. Been largely uneventful, but you should know that Tsubaki
back.
was dead for about 45 seconds or so.
I see. Um, I again apologize for any inconvenience I might have had for you.
So, what caused it? Do you know?
I have absolutely no idea. Catch is now like like standing up like taller again, but like before he was always like slunched over, like when he like lost a shard. Now he's like wiping himself off. Yeah, slightly embarrassed on how he acted. Um,
Aw.
on like if his memories are to be believed, and is going to start looking for his like to his waist to grab his spell book, not finding it, and
Oh wait, do you not
oh,
realize the bone skull in your head?
yeah, no, Catch's mind is way too preoccupied to even notice it right now. Catch is literally just gonna look around like, have anyone, has anyone
It's
seen?
right here. It's right here. It's right here. Can I get the thing on your
Oh,
head?
Why are
uh,
there teeth marks on it?
well,
Oh,
I was about to ask that same question, and why is it slightly drooling?
well, it was a really good chew toy for Mari.
You let Mari put my spell book in Mari's mouth.
Okay, Mari was protecting it, and you did not disagree with it.
I was not in my right mind at the
I
time.
know that.
I
know
will
that. You can
ask
clean
in
it
the
off.
future if you could keep my book full of all of my understanding of the universe out of the jaws of Mari.
Okay, you said understanding of the universe, but I read through it, and there wasn't really much you
You
could.
read through my spell book?
You did. I was trying to help you.
Okay, some things are still kind of blurry.
Yes,
I
understand that we were
We were trying to help.
figure out what was wrong with you, and we figured your book would have an answer.
There's something weird about
There's something
weird about it too. Like if you flip through the pages really fast, it starts to form an image.
I was reading it to you.
Catches is just like silent, like just thinking about just how literally everything in his spell book has been looked at by at least one or two eyes, and is going to.
It was not. It was only looked by my eyes and told to others.
Hey,
in my defense, I didn't look at it at all. I just went through your brain and fixed it.
I was reading it to you as a storybook. Okay, I didn't remember anything.
As a storybook for oh no, Cat's gonna sit down. Oh no.
Did you hear
Okay.
the part about if you flip through it real fast, it forms an image?
I'm working on that right now, yes. I
I'm
Ketch
not-
is immediately going to look through the book for any bite marks, for the changing image, for any edits anyone might have done, any like spells or anything that might have been changed while he was like gone.
You might want to throw a spell of restoration on it just for the marks Mari left on it. Thank you.
So Ketch is going to flip through the book.
There doesn't seem to be any major damage.
Ketch is just gonna take about 3 deep breaths, trying very hard. I understand. It was for my sake. I thank you for that. I I am very thankful for being back to my constitutions. Ketch is actually immediately going to like think to himself and like just start holding his hand on the back of his neck, so the as the gem does not slip out and be like, I have some things to think about, but overall, I must say thank you. I am going to do some damage management on the book. I will also explain everything after I get some more thoughts together, if that is okay with you.
No problem. I'm gonna sleep now. I'm taking a long rest, by the way.
Thank you for your understanding.
So you gonna work on that and then get back to us with what that thing?
Oh yeah, Ketch right now is literally just like one hand on the back of his neck, sort of keeping Jim in place, and then like wraps like a bandage around it, like making sure it's like pretty tight, and then going to just flip through the book, restoring it as needed,
Look for the image.
making pressing all that, and is going to try to find the image that they were talking about.
How are you going about looking for the image?
They said flip through it, I believe. I will attempt to flip through.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Okie doke. Arcana, hey, back in business, baby.
Baby.
That is wow. Okay, maybe not back in business, baby. I rolled a 4, so it's a total 8.
Okay. You are able to see kind of the base of it. It's a bit rough. It's strange. It's definitely not intentional. It's weird because you've always kind of approached your book one page at a time, and it's a little bit off-putting to see that something else is kind of working behind that.
Did this to my book, correct?
Pardon?
The swirling image and everything in there. No one like changed my papers around or anything. Can I just get that quick confirmation?
If you
Nope,
try and do mending on it, that is how it is. There is no one did anything. There is nothing to fix about it. That's just how it is.
Aside
Oh,
from
right.
reading, we have not altered the book.
Yes, I realize. Catch is still catching up right now. Pun intended. Okay. Let me. All right. Oh boy. Okay. Well, now that that is out of the way, that's going to be its own arc. I'm just going to tell you, like that me figuring out what the frick that means. But oh, excuse me. Sorry for my coarse language. Okay. questions first. I assume you have some for me.
To put it bluntly, what's wrong with your neck? And what's going on back there? What's with the stone?
Honestly, I think if my memory serves me right, Tsubaki might know as much as I do, but I'm unsure of how
I,
she
I
does.
sleepily, I sleepily say maybe just a little bit more at this point.
Okay, hold on. Uh, okay, yes. I believe essentially what happened is you were somehow in my mind, some like in your with your song thing you were doing, and fixed whatever went wrong, and I appreciate that. Thank you. In doing so, I think some things got left behind, in my memories as they are playing back the past few years. Okay. Explanation. The is anyone else here besides our party?
Um, with the
Mari?
understanding that uh, you kind of go look for another one of a comparable gem for resurrections and such. The others will leave you be. They are glad that you are back and everything, but with the hour taken to kind of help triage Subaki, and the time kind of with you all spending together, room is given.
All of the NPCs have gone to their own business again.
Yeah,
Could you make a
they are willing
check
to
of the
give you
perimeter, make
room.
sure no one's eavesdropping?
Okay, go ahead and roll me your choice of insight or perception.
Do I guess perception. Just grab all that. 12 total.
There doesn't seem to be anyone specifically like looking to eavesdrop in. There's a couple people who kind of turn your way, and it seems like they are interested. Like they are. It seems like everything's taking a turn for the better, but there doesn't really seem to be anyone who is intending to try and like zero in and understand what's going on and hear everything that you're saying.
I'm going to go back to the party and sort of in a lower voice say, okay, essentially, when I was a child, I assume now that specifically after this experience, fell onto this gemstone from a tree. And from it, I started thinking in higher levels. I could see things more clear. I wasn't just reacting. I was preventing. I was thinking three steps ahead instead of one step behind. And from that, I started to learn more and more. So I assume this gym, especially now with everything that's happened, has mental either advancing magics on it, or it's able to act as a memory store that I can access at any time. I assume the latter is more likely, mainly because of me losing. A question: when I was like didn't have the gym, did I lose those memories, or did I still know of them?
No, you still know of them. Like they are there.
Okay,
It's
cool.
just fuzzy.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. Okay, so given that info, I assume it sort of acts as a enhancer of the mind. And I do remember something about another gem being put in the back of my neck. Was that a thing?
Yes, we tried a few things.
In an attempt to find a replacement, I put an echo shard back there.
May I see it?
Sure.
Okay. It is a little smaller than the one I'm used to, but I don't know if this will work. Ketch is going to do two things. First off, is going to make a small cut with one of his knives on his arm,
Okay.
and is just going to hold the gem inside the fresh cut, and try really hard not to sever any arteries or anything.
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, that is wow. I rolled a nat one.
Damn it, Jacob.
Etch.
Total 3.
Total 3. Okay. As you are going through this, there is pain, and it does start to bleed a good bit. We'll have to see where that goes from as you are putting the stone in.
I have no ability to heal you after this.
Okay, and after I just hold it onto my arm, does anything change? Do I feel more it's just anything at all?
Not right now.
Okay.
The outside of your arm is growing warm with blood.
All right, I'm going to remove that, put another bandage on my arm. Okay, first test is no. Second test.
The bandage begins to fill up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Zagra, can I ask for some assistance?
Yeah.
I need you to make a small cut on my neck.
This is not what I was expecting. I thought you wanted me to bandage your arm.
The
You hit
bandage
an
is fine.
artery.
It will heal. Don't worry. It's fine. I'll fix it. It'll just take time.
I roll over. I grab the potion out of my bag and say, "Here, when you're done, drink this."
Oh, okay. I will keep this for now. It might be a bit of a waste to drink it for this, but I will definitely. Okay. Yes.
Oh, okay. If you really want me to try this, I'll try it.
Okay. Try it slightly below the other gem. And try not to sever anything. Try just getting flesh wound, enough to push something in.
I cast Bardic Inspiration on Zagra, just to make sure.
Okay.
What kind of check is this?
Sleight of hand.
I don't.
Sleight of hand. Okay, with Bardic Inspiration.
Yep, that's a D6. So.
Cool.
Actually, I think it's a D8 now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a D8.
Ooh, even better.
Yep. It's an 8.
Okay, that's already pretty good. I rolled a 21.
Okay. You're able
so
to
glad.
make a precise cut.
And
you do not hit
that's
anything vital.
And that's without spending Bardic Inspiration. I'm just gonna hold on to that for the next 10 minutes.
Fair enough.
You're lucky that was
Okay,
my last
now
one today.
this next part is important. I'm going to hand you the gem, and I'm going to say...
There are plasma and blood globules, all over the surface, just kind of caught in many of the different facets.
A good wipe off. I'll give it a good wipe off.
There are still rougher elements of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Don't you have prestidigitation? Clean it with that.
I will now attempt to stick the echo shard into Ketch's neck wound.
Okay.
Sanitation, please.
Okay, you are able to.
Thank you.
Anything?
Catch, go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Okie doke, I will do that.
Now that you've got it, you're overusing it, right?
I this is honestly just a test. Okay, heck yeah, 20.
Okay. You feel this kind of getting slotted into where your neck is. It's just kind of sitting and riding in the flesh. There is a slight hum or thrum of power with it, but it is, I mean, it is similar to the way your gem is. There's almost like a deep, low set purring that comes from within, but it's next to imperceivable unless it is literally buried within you.
I feel the need to add that I'm DMing Star. What's going on? Zace is looking away right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Um,
Similar to how I activate my normal one, I'm gonna see if I can bulge my muscles and then try sending that energy to the one that's slotted right below
okay.
and see what might.
The bandage on your arm is growing heavy as blood begins to drop from it onto the ground.
Can I please attend to that?
Let me finish this test first.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Okie doke. It's so nice having my intelligence back, Andrew. Can I just say it's so nice?
Trust me, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, 13.
Nothing. You kind of reach and kind of push out and are trying to connect with it. It feels like a stone that's been slotted in. Like there's nothing there.
I do feel a slight hum on it, but other than that, it doesn't seem to be an activation.
That's the blood loss, buddy. That might be the blood loss, buddy.
Here, thank you so much again, and I'll give you my arm.
Can Triarch help with that?
Hang on. You stabilize an unconscious creature. Rapid medical treatments to one creature. Target. Yeah, a triage and incident triage can help with that.
Okay.
Yeah, they can spend one hit die and gain temporary hit points equal to the amount rolled. And you can end a condition if needed.
Okay. Do that version. Let me just mark that off, and I'll also make a general medicine check.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll medicine.
I'm guessing make that a 3rd level.
If you're doing it rapidly, yes. If you're going to take an hour as Catch loses blood.
100%. I'm doing that rapidly and medicine check.
Okay.
Um. 12.
Catch has lost a decent amount of blood, like not enough to be lethal or to have him start going loopy. But like the bandage that was put on is thoroughly soaked. It is dense with his blood, and you are but you are able to quickly kind of bind it together using different pieces of fabric and kind of pull the arm closer together. It will probably need stitches.
Dang, I really messed that one up, huh?
Yeah.
No more
you-
knives for you.
Okay. All
Um,
sharp objects are to be taken away from Ketch immediately.
I am getting a medic.
Okay.
Did you take the potion? Did you at least take the potion?
Here, I'll pour some of the
Drink
potion
the
on the wound
potion.
and drink some of it.
Please? Thank you.
I don't want to bother anyone else right now.
Okay. As Zagra is kind of putting it all together, you pour the potion. It is a kind of rapid cooling sensation, and you feel it going like straight in, and you didn't see it, but the liquid of the potion does end up hitting bone.
Yikes.
Ugh.
I bet that stung.
Yeah, there's a bit of a hydrogen peroxide kind of feeling as the entire arm just kind of
It's
stings
bubbling.
with heat.
Stings
Um,
and then bubbles. Oh.
Oh.
But it does begin to kind of, with the power of the potion, kind of begin to almost re-knit itself. So you will not need stitches, and your arm is put back together.
Heck yeah. Given that same vein, I'm just going to use just whatever's left of the potion, just like whatever I saved just a little bit, and pour it on my neck with the gem still there.
Okay.
Both gems.
Wait, both okay.
You're going to leave the other one in.
If you're okay with it, I want to do some more experiments.
I don't care. It's your neck.
Edge.
I'll be fine. Trust me. I just want to figure out how
I
these
want to
work.
hear you say I do this all the time.
I
really
will
do.
not say that because it is untrue. This is a first for everyone.
Okay. You are able to have the wound be patched up as well as it can with a stone blocking some of the healing routes of it, but yeah.
Okay, look. Oh, okay. I will figure that out later. Oh man, I have a splitting headache right now, guys. Okay.
To take a nap.
So first things first. What else happened while I was less than here?
I started trying to make a violin. Oh. Well, the dragon blew up the tower. I don't know if you remember that part.
That I was aware. That about there's where everything gets hazy. Do you know what happened to my neck that would cause it to do this?
We don't know. All of a sudden you were there, and then all of a sudden you weren't there. And then I had to stop and find your gemstone because I saw it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw you kind of lose it, and I figured it was something to do with magic, and I figured it was like your magical focus at first, but then I found it. It's like, I don't know what the heck this is.
Hmm.
And I tell him about how I had to. I was left behind to find it. It took me a little while, and then we've been trying to figure out how to do it fix you ever since we got back. Basically, that's all you've done. You've kind of just lied there groaning.
We're so depressed.
You were very depressed.
I again thank you all for bearing with me for all of that. I am apologetic once again for my actions while I was not fully here. All right. Was there any other questions you had for me?
Are you good to go now?
I have a
feel
question for you.
all right.
Tell us how you feel first, though.
I feel Andrew,
Yeah.
is the HP that Subaki took away from me like a while back here again? Like,
Yep.
do I feel a difference or
Everything is back.
Yay!
sweet?
So do know that if this happens again, I can fix you, but I'm not doing it as good as I did this time.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yes, I feel actually great. Ever since I heard Tsubaki's song that one time, I was actually feeling quite ill. But now everything feels better, but I have a headache.
So I want to tell you a little bit about what I discovered about your brain, or
I
whatever.
also just want to make it clear that I sent word to the dragon to try to help you. Now that you're better, I don't know how to tell him that we don't need him anymore.
Well, let's see if the dragon's got anything else useful. We could always do it for other reasons. You can see why he was so vindictive against the guys in the tower.
That's true.
It
We
is
could
never,
ask him if he actually did kill them or if they got away.
yeah, or it is never a bad thing to befriend a dragon in the world. Never.
Yeah, dragons are great.
Mostly. Just gotta know how to talk to them. So, anyways, Catch, I am wondering something. Do you use magically differently than everybody else because of that stone?
I'm unsure. Everyone's magic is all slightly different in their
Well,
own way,
that's
and
not what I mean. I'm talking about how the way the world works and how it's so draining all the time to use it sometimes.
I mean that's just
Do you
how
have
magic
that?
works.
Do you have that effect too?
I mean, sometimes yes. It
Doesn't
depends on what
everybody?
spell
No,
I'm using.
but don't you have things that counteract it sometimes?
I mean, it depends on what spell I use, but
Okay.
usually it does or does not, depending on just how strong of a spell I cast or
Because I
um.
remember when you were in the other place, didn't you have things that you used to cast spells with?
I mean, I use this gym as my sort of
Is
focus,
that all
while
it was?
I don't have my like spell components here, and I hold out my like cylindrical bag full of different herbs, roots, gem dust, that sort of deal.
Okay.
Um, this is what I normally use, and I can sort of use the gym as a conduit for these things.
Okay. I was just wondering if the gym, besides just the expansion of your mind, did it do anything else for you? All right. Well, would you like to know about what I saw when I was in there?
I would love to know what you saw.
So, from my understanding of the thing that is in your neck, it came from the place that we were at, or some sort of everything that
This,
it. I don't know how to explain it, but everything that came from that place is in your stone, and everything in your stone is from that place.
the
No, that
Sandland?
was my running
The
theory as
sand
well.
land.
As soon as we went into the
So
the prismatic place, I assumed with these stones that looked very similar, that it might be of a
not
same
only
type.
did I see several of your memories, but
Uh,
I
maybe
also
not
saw.
talk
Anyways,
about that.
no, I'm not. I'm not gonna say anything about you. I'm just telling you that I did, so you know. And
Yes.
another thing is that for what I saw, I kind of saw how where it came to land, where you found it, like how it started. It kind of was this there in the middle of everything, and then it exploded, and all the pieces landed in different places. And you just happen to be one of the people that found one of them. There's more pieces out there, and yeah, it's
Interesting.
yeah, it's interesting, and there's a
That is
lot to it.
quite interesting.
Yes.
Hmm.
Another thing is when I went into your mind, what had happened was I don't know what happened at all, but whatever was powering the gym was severed. I'm assuming that something in my far call, because my far call is from that same place, severed the first one. but I don't know what severed the other things in there. I know
Wow.
I'm the one who did damage the first time, but I don't know what did damage the rest of the time when you were with us and the dragons.
Catch is making a mental note to
Yep.
be more wary of anti-magic and just
So
in
what I
general.
am thinking is you need to find a way to build up a tolerance or a shield that helps you resist whatever the far call does to you. Because I believe that is what is affecting you and your gemstone. You either need to figure out, because like when I went into the gemstone, I found the things and I actually used the far call notes to put it back together. It severs it, but there are other notes that restore power to it.
Okay, okay.
So there is as much destruction in what I did as there is restoration. And I've just learned a bunch of things that yeah, I've learned a bunch of things about the different notes and other stuff. Yep.
Noted. Okay. Well, with that bombshell,
Mind
all right.
blown? Literally?
What
Literally?
what are our next steps?
Recovery.
Besides that, of course.
I ain't got it any further than this. Okay, so we know what happened to Zagra's people, right?
100% killed by a Zarkas.
Okay. So we have no more urgent need. I mean, could we go and do something else? Does anybody have anything they need to do or go to?
I would like to make sure that Kaz and the others are dead, but that can wait.
Okay.
I, as always, would like to travel to Arungar at some point.
I
Arungar
wouldn't
seems
mind
nice.
doing that. I wouldn't mind doing that at all. It's not that far from where we're at right now. So we rest. So this is essentially a camp, right?
Yes.
So they pick up and move occasionally, right? Or
I
are they just
yes,
here
but
permanently?
we're pretty set up here at the moment.
Okay, okay. I was just wondering, because like if we could move out with them, I would not hate that. But we can go by ourselves if we need to.
At least I don't think it's planning on going anytime soon.
Okay.
I should probably check with the lead around here and see if he has anything he'd like us to do. Me to do.
Um, I'm willing to say for kind of like narrative simplicity, like so long as you're like helping out, you know, with like cooking, taking care of the camp,
Yeah.
collecting firewood here and there, all sorts of stuff that can be done like off camera.
Yep. I
Like
still intend to make my violin at some point too, because I feel like I got stuck doing other things. That's okay though.
the leader of the gift camp does not specifically have quests to give right now at this point.
Okay.
I suppose that's the way I can put it. The best way I can put it.
No missions. Got it.
Yeah, right now you have a decently clean slate.
Has my messenger orb come back?
It takes 7 days to get to him. It's been like 2.
And 7 days to come back, yes.
Yeah. Assuming they send it back.
Assuming that's true. That would be mean, though.
Yeah, Tsubaki's just gonna take a long rest, and I'll see it when I get there.
I'll continue practicing with my orb.
Okay.
Catch! Look what I can do!
Oh, that's so cool.
It's a shrunken head.
That is quite interesting. Yes, I do think that it is quite cool.
Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. I forget what roll I was using for it. Insight.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of them could work.
Insight.
Mhm.
Let's go. 6.
As you are showing catch, you are able to get it to kind of float in your hand, float above your hand, but then it kind of just falls back in immediately, and it's being uncooperative.
I'm gonna play it off. I meant to do that.
Okay. What specifically is on your mind as you are working through this?
Me?
Yep.
What is going on in my mind?
Mm-hmm. As you're just kind of focusing on it, trying to get it to work.
I suppose I try to clear my mind whenever I try to use it,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest.
Okay.
But maybe some, like, anxieties about Azarkas and is he still alive? And what's her next move going to be or slipping through? Hence why it's being uncooperative.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Okay, that's great. 19?
Okay. As you are kind of working, focusing on it, piecing through the events of the last several days, and you're going through it. Coming from the woods, there is a very faint smell of molasses.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Specifically, just warm, almost buttery. Just this kind of sweet air that kind of just drifts past around.
I'd like to head towards it, cautiously.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh, I'm good at this. 15.
Okay. And another perception.
10.
Okay. You find yourself beginning to wander. Looking for a source perhaps, but it kind of just seems to be all around you. There don't seem to be any buzzing of insects or animals kind of running around. It's unnaturally calm. As you are kind of wandering, looking around, there's a faint, chilled breeze that rolls kind of right through. This one, it doesn't smell like anything, but it almost seems to kind of roll down the back of your nose and has an affect your throat in the same way that like breathing in mint does.
Okay. So, is that coming from a particular direction? Is it just a sensation?
It's a sensation, but like the breeze it rode in on, it seemed to just rotate directly with you. It came specifically from in front of you.
Can I look around again?
Okay. Go ahead and roll me perception. Or investigation. That would work too. Or survival, actually. Any one of those three.
Okay, survival is a 14.
14. Okay. As you are kind of looking around, the dreary stillness of the environment kind of catches you a little bit, and you look down towards the ground and you see rabbit tracks just kind of springing away into the underbrush. As you go and follow them, kind of wandering up, as it seems to jump behind a bush, the tracks all of a sudden just stop.
That's not good. Are they still there if I examine the other side of the bush?
There are no tracks. It seems like the rabbit ran towards the bush and just vanished.
Okay. I think at this point I'll draw a weapon. I don't want to get caught off guard.
Fair enough.
Do I know what direction camp is slash was in?
Go ahead and roll me navigation.
Navigation. Okay. That's a natural one.
Okay. As you've kind of been making your way around and just kind of looking, it's, camp is behind you, but you're uncertain as to what the distance is, the specific direction. As you kind of look up and around, it seems the sun's moved across the sky a bit. It's farther. It's been a little bit longer than it should have been.
I am going to attempt to head back the way I came.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another navigation.
Natural 20.
Okay. As you are looking around and beginning to make your way back towards camp, you feel a strong wind burst forth from around the trees as birds begin flying out and around, and just the thrumming of insect wings and just life. All of a sudden, everything comes roaring back to life in a split instant, almost driving like a thunder wave around it in just this large orb area. And you begin kind of stepping back and making your way back, and you basically walk right out of the woods into camp. It's a short distance almost. Like you had barely even stepped foot into the woods and you are already out.
Oh. Camp the way I left it?
Exactly the same.
Wonderful. I think I'll call it a day with that.
Okay. I know Zace is working with Mari, kind of taking it easy there. Or at least that's what I would kind of figure, given their character. Tsubaki is taking rest. I take it as his
Definitely.
catch. Or is there anything that you would specifically like to be working on or doing this time?
There's a lot of things Ketch wants to be doing and working on, but understandably, Ketch is exhausted right now and is trying to find reasons to stay up. Like by just like essentially saying there's like too much to do, but eventually, like just with book in hand, goes to sleep on whatever surface he was reading on.
Okay. With that, you are able to finish the day, resting as night comes up. You see several of the Gith Guard kind of begin to patrol around the borders of the camp, keeping a watchful eye. Some of you faster than others, but you're able to kind of take your rest, take your ease. And as night passes, you are able to complete a long rest, and at that point, you would gain the benefits of your level up.
Woohoo!
Does the level up take away all my exhaustion?
No.
Okay.
The long rest
Do I
takes
at
away
least-
one.
Okay. Still doing better than I was yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing beats being dead, you know, to appreciate being at level 3 exhaustion.
I could take it away another one today, probably. It'll take an hour, but
I can do that if you don't mind, because I like to get back to doing things, doing things.
Yeah. How many levels are you at right now?
I'm at 3, so if you could take one away, honestly, I'll be good to work with 2.
Okay, I'll take one away then.
Okay.
Over the course of the hour.
Over the course of an hour. As night turns to morning, you're all kind of taking it easy. Zagra and Tsubaki getting up early to kind of just work on tending more of the shock of coming back to life. But you are able to kind of get yourselves pulled together and organized for the day ahead.
All right. Well, I'm feeling better after an hour of healing from Zagra. Sorry, my bad. Still muddled.
There's a lot of Z names.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of Z's in this campaign. Um, So I'd still I'm gonna for I think I'm gonna change my strategy for making a violin this time.
Okay.
All right. So I noticed that every time I started working and chipping away at the crystals, that the pieces that fell away from it died. So I don't want that to happen. I want them to maintain their energy. So instead, I think I'm gonna go back to carving one out of wood, and then embedding the gems into it.
Okay.
Because the whole melting it didn't seem to work.
I have a question.
Okay.
And this would be much easier.
That it would.
That would.
Um. All right. Go ahead and make me your choice of a sleight of hand check, a straight intelligence check, or a straight wisdom check.
Hey guys, I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do sleight of hand because it gives me advantage.
Fair enough.
Oh,
But you have
I
disadvantage.
took a long. Oh yeah, I know. I did just take a long rest, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna give myself all the advantage I can get for this one, cause I'm also gonna. Can I give my? I can't give myself bardic inspiration, can I?
You can.
Okay, so I'm gonna give myself bardic inspiration,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna sleight of hand. So
What do you do to inspire yourself?
I I start playing the flute. Or not, I just start whistling a song that's been stuck in my head, Song's been stuck in my head, and I start working, and, it's like a work ethic. You got to have a little bit of music to get yourself going sometimes.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So I got a 10, and then I'm going to roll my Bardic Inspiration die.
Okay, because a 10 would be a third failure.
So I got a 5 added to that, so it's 15.
That's going to be your third out of 5 successes.
Yes. Okay. All right, so yeah, I went in a different direction. Instead of forging it out of crystal, I'm decided to go back to doing wood.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so as you're kind of working on this piece, it takes a bit of time and effort, but you're going through all the motions correctly. Like you're taking smaller knives, working through the different details, getting the wooden body worked together. Um, you do still have some of the broken pieces from your other attempts of melting and forging. If you'd like, you can kind of start working them in as like different bits of glassy offsets.
Yep, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna break the ones that I'd made already, kind of crush them up and add them to whatever lacquer or paint I'm gonna put on it eventually, and then I'll embed the gems and then just shellac it all together.
Okay. So as you're kind of working on it, there are some areas where it makes more sense to leave the wood to be a live edge of sorts, where you can begin to slot the crystals in and kind of use some of your notes from the far call to get it to slightly warp its shape a little bit to fit in and hold better into the shape of the wood. So
Yep.
there's a bit more of a binding there, just naturally by reshaping the crystal to accompany the wood.
Okay.
Um,
Honestly, the crystal sound wasn't even doing me anything for me, anyways. It kind of sounded thuddy. Nothing like a wooden violin.
um, but overall, the process begins to take shape, and draft 4 of this violin begins to. It's not quite meeting what you had in your mind's eye, but
Mm,
The idea is promising.
okay.
And there's always ways to fancy it up later as well.
Fancy it up, improve it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Right now, you're just getting the baseline stuff worked out.
Yep.
Okay. As Tsubaki is working on that, Zagra, there's a part of me that assumes that you would be wanting to work with the orbs more, but is
Yes.
there anything else that you would like to work on in addition to that?
I think I'd like to be practicing in a different area than I was last day.
Okay. What specifically are you trying to do? You're able to get the orb to probably get up to a good 5 inches with the practice, just kind of floating it up out of your hand. It's a little bit wobbly, it's a little bit unstable, but
I'd like to move my hand away.
okay. You are
Still
able to
floating?
do that. Yep, it is still floating.
I'd like to move it to the left slowly. Just see how far I can get.
Okay. It will follow your gaze slowly as you kind of watch to the left. It will rotate around with your head.
To the right.
Okay. You are able to get some do that bit. It's a little bit, once again, a little bit jittery, but you are able to do so.
Okay, I think now I'd like to send it forward.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a concordance check.
Concordance.
Slightly
Okay,
differently. Yeah, slightly different.
That's a flat d20 roll for me.
Okay.
Nat 20. This is the luckiest Zagra's been her entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is you kind of
Yay.
Yeah.
seeing some success, being able to do it, you press your will upon it, and the orb flies forward at like a breakneck speed, and you hear a loud crack as it embeds itself into a tree.
How far in is it?
Go ahead and roll me a d6 for inches. Actually, no, sorry, not a d6. Go ahead and roll me 2d4. That's more. That sounds
All right. I thought that was my eardrums. Don't do that again.
2d4 for inches.
First roll's a 4. Second roll's a 4. The thing just went 8 inches into a tree. I could
Yes.
kill.
That could kill.
I'd like to get
Now
it back
it's
out.
stuck in the tree.
I'm going to treat this as an exercise and work on getting it back out with my mind.
Okay. Go ahead and make another concordance check then.
Come on. 10?
10? Okay.
Yes.
It's going to. It takes effort. Like there is the immediate joy and surprise and celebration that not only did it do what you wanted it to do, you moved it hard and fast.
Yeah.
Getting it back's a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
It seems to be kind of pushing against you. The elation in your mind runs a little bit distracting. Um, but sort of like uh, playing games in the park and getting a ball stuck or lost in the woods somewhere, you are eventually able to kind of coax it out. It takes a little bit more time than you would have liked and hoped, but you're able to pull it out and it will kind of plop into your hand as it rolls out of the tree.
Yeah, see, I did this. No one's around.
There is a squirrel that kind of comes down and just like looks at you funnily, like
I spent time in the Feywild. It might be sentient. You see that? I did that.
it goes and burrows into the hole.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Make a nice home.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
All
I'll head
right.
back and continue practicing.
Okay.
All right.
You are able to do so, and you don't as you're working, you're able to kind of get it to push in and out forward without launching it and potentially accidentally disemboweling somebody.
That would be bad.
But you do find that you are getting much more control over it. While there is still some shaking and unsteadiness in the ethereal hand that holds it, you're able to kind of get it to rotate around and move in 360 degrees of motion within a limited space with pretty decent control.
I'd like to just have it 180 around me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
D20, okay. Just flat?
Yep.
2.
Uh, you do get it to be a point, but you have it rotating around you and moving, but as soon as it sort of leaves your line of sight, it begins to waver and drop off. And
Okay, I'll catch it, and that's the next thing I'll work on.
okay.
Getting it going when I'm not looking at it.
Okay.
I
As you're
think I'm
doing
the
this,
only other person here right now.
you are kind of watching. Others seem to be kind of watching you do this and just kind of peeking over occasionally. But generally speaking, you are kind of left to your own devices to work on this. Svali kind of will come up around midday-ish and congratulate you on what you've been able to do so far, being able to demonstrate more control over it.
Thank you. I wouldn't have gone this far without your help.
Okay.
Hmm?
So right about this time, it's probably getting to closer to midday. Sun's kind of right up in the sky as they kind of bring out a large pot with different stews and such to begin, or to have it. I'm sorry, my brain is a little bit fried. They pull out they bring a large pot from the fire over, and kind of are starting to serve up some meals and such for midday if you would
Ooh.
like.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, no, it is hearty. It is earthy. You actually can see that there are areas where they have small farms set up, and small patches of food that is growing, but also like intentionally designed to be slightly random and slightly off center and unique shape, so it does also blend in with a sort of nature surrounding. So if they need to quickly hide and make it look like they aren't there, it wouldn't be the first thing that would cause suspicion.
Gotcha.
But it is
Oh, look, a
homegrown.
farm.
Yeah. No, it's not a farm. It's just some random carrots and potatoes growing in the woods. You know.
It happens.
That means they're free to take.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay.
And this is for both of you.
Okay.
Perception, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
17.
Okay. 17. That's quite good.
I got a 13.
Zagra,
Did you-
as you are... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Tsubaki.
I said I got a 13.
13? Yep. As you are sitting down, kind of taking a break from working with the orb, you hear a faint crunch in the wilderness.
Oh boy.
I look in that direction immediately.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be anyone out there. But like, in your mind, it distinctly registered as a footprint. Like, as footfall.
Yeah, I'm getting up to investigate.
Okay. Tsubaki, you're near enough to where Zagra is that her getting up immediately prompts curiosity as well. And
I guess I will go with Zagra. Yeah. Sounds good. Whoa.
hey
Hi,
there,
Return.
Oh, I was like, good catch. You're
Hey.
with us.
Hello.
they're eating
What did I-
stew.
Eating
Ooh.
stew, following an
Ooh.
ominous noise.
Oh. What does the noise sound like?
Ominous?
Footsteps
Crunch.
Hmm.
in the woods.
Dang. That sounds very ominous indeed.
Go ahead and roll me your choice of perception or survival. Zagreus, as you're kind of heading out first. You can do so
21.
as well, Tsubaki, if you would like, or you can choose to give advantage.
Ooh.
Your call.
Am I rolling?
Perception
21.
Or survival. 21? Nice.
I got a 21 too.
Hey, cool.
Hey.
Perception.
I don't know if I
They're
need to
both
roll,
the same,
but-
so. I got 15.
15? As you're kind of wandering out here, all of a sudden catches like right beside you as he is
Hello.
in the area looking around as well, and there are footsteps kind of circling around the camp. Or at
Can I
least
see
moving
anything?
in the westernward direction. They lead to a large shrub, like a large bush and large fern area. With
Is this the same shrub I was at the other day?
it is not specifically. It is not. This one is
Just
much
checking.
closer. Go ahead and everyone roll me stealth.
Cool.
Stealth.
I shall
Okay.
indeed roll stealth. Nothing's changed with stealth right now, correct?
Shouldn't be.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean,
Okay.
last
Well-
time we inserted the gym, it was a whole thing. I have disadvantage. Oh wait, no, I don't have disadvantage because it's special armor. I got a 6.
6. Okay.
Still pretty bad, but you
So
know.
do I
Ah,
have disadvantage in
Yes.
stealth?
You have
Okay.
disadvantage on all skill checks because of exhaustion.
Okay. So I got 10.
10.
I am usually better than this. I know that. I am disappointed in my lack of stealth today.
And Zagra?
I got a 12.
12 as well. Okay. As you approach, you see a figure dart out from behind and begin running back into the woods.
What kind of figure, Andrew?
Humanoid.
Oh, okay. Like, he might be
Human
cutting out.
size?
Yeah.
I don't know if it really matters. I'm gonna give chase.
Fair enough.
Really quick, I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
Hold on. I need to find it. So we saw the creature, correct?
Yes.
And about how far out were they?
They're probably they caught on to you looking for them. They were probably about 60 feet away at that point.
All right, 60 feet's pretty good. 60 feet's pretty good. I am going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. I create a twisting okay, so this is gonna be first. This is Catch's like first back in the saddle moment with freaking magic. It's gonna be great. He's going to immediately
We all hope.
just little purple tendrils of energy like course throughout his veins, and then immediately he flings what looks to be like a little rock with a spiral markered on it. It was the best he could do late at night yesterday. And throw it in the general direction as he casts Hypnotic Pattern, which creates a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air in a 30-foot cube within range, which is within 120 feet. I'm going to just guess that 120 feet is just my throwing distance that I can get
I'll
on
be
this
back.
rock.
That sounds about right for Catch.
Yeah. I'm just going to say real quick, whatever you do, don't look at it. And each creature within the area, within that 30 feet, which is only going to be them, I assume, because we're far away enough, must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom
I'm
saving.
gonna make it like real life and look down at my feet as I run.
Fair enough. Ooh, that's not bad. What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is 15.
Okay, they do succeed.
Dang it. Okay. Well, they look at the pattern, get distracted for a second, and probably just wave it off like a dummy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are pinpricks of light that kind of begin glowing iridescently with catching onto the different sunlight beams that kind of come down upon their dark leather robes and kind of general dark clothing. Good for sneaking around at night, specifically.
Yeah.
With this extra bit of light that's kind of added to the scene, you get they are fairly pale skinned with dark hair. They are wearing a mask, like a bandit's mask, over the bottom edge of their face, and they have weapons attached to their person.
Is this Takra again?
No, this is someone else.
Just checking.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Last you knew he was in the area, but he was heading out.
Okay.
Due to
Then the next
previous
thing,
associates being in the area as well that he didn't quite like to be around.
Catch right now is just gonna start getting winded and look at Zagar and be like, "Do you think? Are you willing?" That's all he's gonna say. Are you willing?
To
We have to act fast. Are you willing?
Yes.
All right. Catch is going to put a thumb on top of your head, and then another one at the bottom of your chin, and just press in real quick. And immediately, you all of a sudden just see like double of the entire area as it like slows down, and immediately you go back in, and everything around you is like slower. You feel like more full of energy. I have just casted haste upon you.
Yes.
Your speed is doubled. You gain a +2 bonus to your AC, and you have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain an additional action on each of your turns.
Quick question:
My speed.
Is Ketch using an orrery to do both of these
Uh,
spells?
I will say, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to make sure for saving throw purposes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a movement and 2 actions now.
Yep.
And your speed is
And
doubled.
and a bonus
And my
action. Your speed is
and my
doubled.
speed is doubled. So, okay, starting with the double, with my new bonus to speed, that makes 90 feet around on
Yeah.
just movement. So let me multiply that by 3 for action movement. I can move 270 feet around.
Yeah.
Do I catch up to them?
You are a blaze. like you like you are able to
Zoom!
catch them without question, without breaking a sweat. Like you are immediately up and in their business. They're maybe 90 feet from you by the time you catch them, or 90 feet from where you were by the time you catch them.
By the time you catch them.
Yeah.
I could have just ran. I can move my 90 feet around normally.
Well, but that's movement
But,
action, right? Or movement bonus action.
movement action, yeah. I don't know if I have the movement bonus action thing.
Yeah, I know that's an option. I'm not fully familiar with.
I'm back.
Choices. Okay. But yeah, no, you are lightning fast and able to catch up with them with an action to spare.
Can I get in front of them?
Sure.
Just block their path?
Okay.
I Can I make an unarmed strike to, like, body tackle them to the ground?
Yeah, absolutely.
Make an attack roll?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yes. 23.
That beats their armor class of 12.
By 2.
They.
You hit like 2.5 of them.
Yeah, no, you are able to catch up with them and just bring them down.
Did I roll damage?
Sure.
7.
Okay. Gotcha. I will make a note of that. Okay. They there is dirt kind of smeared in their face as they are kind of brought down to the ground, with you just kind of immediately on them. They seem to try and kind of pull themselves together and right themselves up and kind of move away from you. But there is no way they are going to be able to escape you no matter what they do. um, you get that there is a general nervousness in their demeanor.
Just in case, I have already popped on a disguise.
Okay.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, bonus action as you charge, and that makes perfect sense.
Yes. What they doing?
They are in a moment of panic. They immediately grab for a dagger on their side, and they're going to attempt to kind of quickly get it and throw it up at you.
Okay.
That's a 14 to hit. Probably not.
That would hit, but I would like to attempt to feint it. I believe I have to wait for damage.
Right. Okay. They do not get sneak attack, so that's a thing.
They're a rogue. That's fun.
That is 6 points of damage.
Okay,
I'm almost
feint.
a rogue, but not quite.
You said 6?
6, yes.
Okay. I rolled a 6.
Okay.
So plus monk level plus dexterity modifier.
Yeah. No, there's no question here. Like, they immediately kind of reach up to flip this dagger out at you. You kind of are able to kind of just bat it off to the side and get it to kind of fall back onto them if you would like.
I actually would not. They
Okay.
seem panicked.
Yeah. It kind of scatters into the underbrush. They are, as they're kind of trying to crawl away, they will grab at a rapier on their side. That's all that they can do on this turn.
Me again?
Yep.
Do they now seem hostile?
Hostile out of necessity. They are panicked and just trying to get away as fast as they can.
Okay.
Just so you know, you got another about 4 rounds of haste left.
Don't I crash after haste?
Let's not get into the nitty gritty, but
Doesn't haste last for like an hour?
You're really fast right now. And it's only 1 round.
Okay. But yeah, no, it's your go if you wanna.
I think I'd like to go for non-lethal strikes.
Okay. Go ahead. The class of 12.
Just rolled a 13.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And 6. Let me see if I can have some. Okay, we'll just make that an attack roll. 4. 7 again.
Okay.
Non-lethal.
Gotcha.
Wait, can I attack 4 times per turn because I got extra attack?
Yeah.
And from catch?
So you have your
this
action, you have your extra action, you have your bonus action if you want.
And then
I
you have another
extra
turn.
attack.
Yeah.
And I have extra attack. Okay, so 4 attacks.
That seems low,
Oh, this
actually. seems low.
Okay. Oh, I got bonus action. 5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
6.
That seems closer, yeah. That seems more right.
6.
That sounds right, yeah.
These are all unarmed, by the way.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, 4 attacks just seemed so low
Okay.
for with haste, especially.
So that was 1.
Yeah, that was 1.
Here's number 2. Okay, 13, 14.
That'll hit.
This is fun.
Haste is a beautiful thing.
8.
Yep, okay.
Non-lethal.
Yep.
So that's 2 now.
Yep. 4 more to go.
Okay, number 3. Drop that die. Number 3. I rolled a 13.
Yep, that'll hit.
6.
Gotcha.
Okay, number 4.
Mm-hmm.
18. I rolled an 18.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
7.
Okay.
This is hit number 5, I believe.
Yep. I need to
And
move
then I
to a
got
new line
one-
for their hit points. I'm sorry, you got what?
Sorry.
What's the roll?
18.
18. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
5.
5 more. Okay.
And one more attack.
Yep.
13.
That'll hit.
Meanwhile, me and Tsubaki are like,
I'm not running at all. I am exhausted already. I do not need the strain. I'm gonna walk at a brisk pace.
6.
6. Okay.
And when I get there, I will get there, and then I will inspire you all.
I believe that's all I could do.
They are unconscious.
Yay!
Like they're like even as you are attacking non-lethally, they are pushed into the ground slightly. Just
Zagra.
Yeah?
Lean up against that tree.
Okay.
Lean against the tree. Okay, you're leaning right? Okay. Now just brace
Yeah.
yourself, and then haste falls.
time all of a sudden like catches up to you.
Flump down.
For the next, well, technically it's just one round, but just for the next little bit, you just gotta take a breather.
I'll take a breather. Legitimate question.
Yes.
When did the guy fall unconscious?
That you're making non-lethal attacks. It's
Yes.
yeah. They are not dead. They are not dying.
Cool.
But it was probably around the 4th hit.
4 out of.
There was a bit of overkill.
I'm gonna have to see how much damage I did. I'll write a comment. I'll leave a comment. But that was fun.
That's yeah. That would have been up to 28.
So is
for
it
the
just
4th
one?
hit? So it would have been their 5th hit. So it would have been your 5th.
One?
Okay.
Was it just one person
That you found.
Yeah, I think
that we? Yeah. That's what. Okay.
one person that we found. Back to camp with him.
You are exhaustedly dragging this guy by the foot over rough terrain.
No, catches.
I suppose I deserve that. Catch is just gonna grab and then just like lift over one shoulder like a barrel.
Much appreciated.
Okay.
I would hold your shoulders, Agra, but I'm kind of short.
Nah, you're fine. I'll be fine. I'll get someone my height to do it.
We'll find you a chair somewhere.
Okay, you are able to bring this individual back to camp.
Okay, I assume by now I'm good. We found this guy wandering around a camp. Sneaking around the camp.
They immediately kind of bring him down to a cot and kind of begin poring over what all they have on them. Just kind of getting a clue as to who this being is.
I will admit, as soon as Catch gets whoever this is off his shoulder, is going to immediately start taking notes about how the hypnotism failed and how the haste works so well, and just like writing those down, making sure make notes for future improvement.
Okay.
Now that we've got a good look at this guy, what's he look like? Is he even a guy?
He is a guy. On the younger side. They are dressed head to toe in dark stained leathers that have some minor fur trims to it, but once again, all dark. Just it seems as though their garb is made primarily to be cover for nighttime travel and operations, and that.
Well, they picked the wrong time. Oh wait, it is night. Is it night?
It's midday.
It's
Okay.
midday.
They
picked the
really
wrong
did
noon.
pick the wrong time.
You get the feeling that they also don't have a lot of money on them, and so this might be their only roguish garb.
Oh.
I sense an amateur in the house. A young one at that.
Their weapons are very basic. They do not have any sort of arcane enchantments or anything to them. You do see that they are wearing a small crest underneath their leather chest plate, or not chest plate. But
What's that look like?
It is.
Do any of us recognize it?
That too.
Nat 2, you said?
No, that too.
Oh, that too. Okay, I thought you were going for like an insight or investigation, and yeah, okay, yeah, no,
It's okay, Andrew. You're just hearing D&D today. That's all you're hearing.
I am. It's great. Okay. You by pulling it out, it is there is faint silver stitching along on the outside, and the inside is a pattern of lines that sort of break outward from a point with a spear, very ornately woven into this sort of patch that they are wearing, like almost like a scapular, just around their neck. And the overall coloration of it beneath the silver thread is a blue, a sort of like a lapis blue.
Okay.
If you would.
As I said,
Oh, go ahead.
As I'm about to say, do we recognize it? Should we roll for it? Is there a roll for this?
History. I'll go ahead and say DC 13.
History. Okay.
Okay.
14.
Okay, that's a success.
I got a 3.
That's not.
I don't know nothing. But my brain is still a little fried right now.
It does make sense that Zagra would be the one to kind of pick up on it. You've
Does it?
crossed people wearing symbols like this before it. A couple times actually.
Okay. In a good way?
No.
Oh!
Well, now that I think about it, thieves, something you recognize, thieves, something you recognize. Thieves?
Is it
No?
that gang again?
Yeah.
Those lion people.
No,
I knew it.
it's they were more of their own little bit of band of mercenaries who were working with the the group, but you did see several people kind of wearing it around Alec early on. They introduced themselves as the Lancers, Cobalt Lancers.
Oh,
to be specific.
it's the Cobalt Lancers. I don't have a bad relationship with them. It was the other guys.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Unless there's something I'm forgetting.
At this
I
point, we've
almost let
probably
too much of
forgotten
my
a
DM
lot.
screen peel back.
Hmm.
But no, you are able to recognize the sigil as from the local roving task force that has taken up residence in Alleg.
Hey.
They are still unconscious.
Oh
You
yeah, they're
knocked
gonna
them.
be out for.
Yeah, you knocked them down hard.
They're gonna be out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just be honest. We'll question them when they wake up.
They do not seem to be carrying any papers on them, or any other identifying marks as to who they
Well,
are.
that's a shame. They're gonna get deported.
Do they have anything of any interest on
Jacob,
them?
wrong game.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking papers, please.
Do they have anything of interest? Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. 10?
Not? Yeah, no. No, there is. It seems as though someone was out searching the forests around Alleg and either got lucky or got unlucky. Maybe both.
Unlucky. Unlucky. Well, I suppose we'll just have to talk to them when they wake up.
Some of the others in the camp will tie them to the cot that they are resting on so that they. And like, someone will be stationed in that area until they wake up. Just.
I'm gonna advise that person to disguise themselves.
Oh yeah.
If they aren't already.
That. As soon as you brought someone in who they didn't recognize, disguises went up all across.
Across. Just
Like,
a wave.
Just a wave of, oh hey, I don't recognize you anymore.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'll just wait.
Okay. Yeah, keep a close eye on them. Do we know how Star's Power's doing?
Not good.
Oh no.
Honestly speaking, I will have to go in just a bit. I still have some time. I'm good till like 8 maybe. But I am kind of pressing on some time for a meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like we might be at a nearing a good stopping point.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
Well, here, since we've gone through Subaki and Zagra, Ketch, what would you like to do for the morning up until this incident?
Okay, so the first like 20 minutes is Ketch thinking whether or not and deciding whether you should put his spellbook in code. Then scratches that idea and then starts thinking of spells he has learned and sort of thought of while in the recent coming days and trying to improve upon the hypnosis as well as seeing what can be improved with the haste. While Pat leads little to no places. Like overall, he's going to just think some more and eventually start working on some things that he has seen before being practiced within the camp. And all of a sudden, Zagra,
Mhm.
you hear, like from just somewhere around you, test 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? This is Ketch. I am sending this message to you right now. Please respond.
Okay, I see.
That's 2.
I hadn't started yet. Um,
That's 1.
You're being difficult, Jacob. Stop it.
I'm just
um,
keep track of the 25 words.
hello, Ketch. I got whatever this is.
Good.
What else did you say?
All right. After a bit of
I got your message.
yeah, Ketch is going to respond again. Understood. Thank you very much. This is a new spell for long distance communication. I thought I'd try it while we are in camp. Thanks.
Okay. That sounds great and very useful.
Now I'm going to do the same thing with Subaki. Testing 1 2 1 2. Subaki, can you hear me? I am sending this message to you from a long distance. Please respond when can.
Okay.
That's 2.
There you go. Loud and clear.
All right. This test has been successful in Ketch's mind, and Ketch is going to officially add sending to his spellbook.
This actually sounds like a warning system. It's like, we have just concluded the test of our new broadcasting system. Thank
That
you
is
for
essentially what has
participating.
happened.
This is just a test.
This has successfully concluded the nuclear launch drill.
Or in our case, at Union,
Speaking.
every Monday, the college's tornado bell at the beginning of the month goes off.
I'm then going to just ask everyone blatantly or plainly as we sort of get back together in like one group. Okay, I have prepared my next set of magics and incantations that I kind of want. Is there any specific spell that you think would be useful to the group for me to learn? I can start studying now, and then hopefully by a few
Okay,
weeks, months, years, I will be able to get it.
I am going to share with Ketch my far call research.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
share that with him because I feel like it's necessary for him to learn it.
All right.
Just
I
copy it into your notes.
I can do that. I will say it is going to be a bit hard to incorporate this specifically because it is with music notes and hummings, while I use more sort of incantations and
Well,
of the
it's
mind.
just to Well, you can take out the musical aspect and just use the understand that it is about emotion and then some sort of vibration.
Yes, that is what I'm
That's what
saying.
the
My
music moves
magics
into.
aren't exactly attuned to that. I will give it my best shot, of course. But I just wanted to let you know that I am not sure exactly where this will go. Hopefully, good places. We
And
can
not
only
bad places again.
yes. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Heck yeah. And anything else that I should start looking into? You think? I am currently on a protection and like shield kick I have going on. I have other
Hmm.
protective spells and enhancing spells that I've learned as you saw yesterday. Thank you again for
Yeah, that was
the
great.
impromptu test. It does have some
Yeah.
side effects which I'm working on trying to get rid of now.
So I did finally learn that silence spell, and then I've also got this thing called the tiny hut. I'm feeling like I need to somehow combine the two.
I see. I see.
Yep. I'm hoping to do something with that eventually.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
that's definitely something that can be done.
Just saying it out loud so everybody knows I'm thinking about it.
gotcha. Zygra doesn't really know magic, so she wouldn't know what to advise you with.
All right. Instead of thinking of it magic, think of something that
I
would be
feel like
useful
you
to
need to
you.
change your little pet into something that is more conveniently travelable.
What do you mean, bring Aristotle out? He's completely convenient travelable. I can just pop him in and out whenever I need.
All right.
I I mean a bird can fly, you know?
All right. When the time
Or
comes, I have all the
You can
components
so
ready.
what if he'd be a horse?
heck even if you could give him like cat wings, you know, give the cat
Cat with
wings.
wings.
We're striving into homunculus territory, which is a dangerous path, I've heard.
If anybody could do it, it's you.
I'll try my best, but in the meantime, can I ask of you to perhaps draw me some different sketches of animals that I may use?
Uh, I guess I could do that.
Thank you.
I'm
You're
Is
all
your cat
right.
asking the
one as
person
you?
who went to the Feywild to draw animals?
Oh, I mean, you want to go for it.
Yes.
I'm just
Any?
gonna
I'm just an overall well-rounded artist that does everything. But if you do animal, I honestly don't do animals. I do people. So
Any
go for it.
creature of the small variety or littler would be best. With the current spell incantations, there's a lot of matter that needs to be created, and I will not be able to essentially warp elements into something bigger than, let's say, a campfire.
So Sagra leaves for a couple minutes and comes back and just shows you this and goes, "How about this?" Give it a second, it's loading.
All right.
I can't wait.
Ooh.
How about this?
Dang! It's adorable.
I
It
mean,
is
that is
adorable.
I could attempt to turn Aristotle into one of these. What effective fighting or spying techniques does it have?
Effective what?
Fighting or
For
spying?
like combat or
What is
spying
its
or
skills?
yes,
It's
yes.
probably
Let
It helps me
me
fast.
see.
getting an understanding of the creature lets
Well,
me
fighting, it
project.
has that horn.
I see that. Yes, it is how you say quite magnifique. It is quite good.
Um, it also has fantastic hearing and surprisingly great eyesight for something we would associate with a prey animal.
Okay, okay. Now question. I so in the future for all needs, so we don't have an Aristotle cat going around in the air again. Um, can I get maybe 5 of these and 5 of whatever animal that you can think of that might be useful, so I can sort of make that like the crab I have is from this right here. It's not consumed because it is sort of a metal contraption, and I bring out my little clockwork crab. This sort of helps me sort of sculpt Aristotle around it and then bring it out with paper. It's a little more flimsy. I'll have to consume the paper in order to use it. So would it be possible to get like 5 sketches of this rabbit for future use, and like 5 sketches of Feywild birds that you might have heard of or seen, or anything like that, as well as just some basic information like their skills, their senses, what they're good at, so I can sort of form around that.
I think I can do that.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And in the meantime, while you're doing that, what do you think would be most helpful to you? Not don't even think about it as magic. Think about it as like if you had something that would help you immensely right now. What do you think that might be?
Um, the ability to locate things and or people or
All
other
right,
creatures.
I will start working on that. I will do some tests and hopefully
Ah,
I can get back to you within some time.
I got one. A better
Yeah.
alarm system.
Okay.
One that
I
goes
will.
over greater distances. That's a good one too.
All right, all right. I will get to work on that.
Okay.
Catch. As you are working through it and kind of referencing through your spell book, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Okie doke. I will do that. Arcana. That is wow. I am not rolling too great today. That's an 8.
Okay. Yep, everything's all good. Oh,
All right.
you are able to complete your time researching and working through different ideas in your spell book without any issue.
Yay!
Mhm. And with that, I think that's probably a safe place to put a pause on it all. I know we just said in Son's chat that Star has camp next week, so would we
Yes.
be willing? Would it be a good idea to have a session next week, or just put it on pause? Meet up in 2 weeks.
I'm good
I
with that.
suppose it depends on the level of plot progression we would have next session.
Okay, so
Well, okay. Are we going to be deciding on? Okay, are we going to be going somewhere? Because if we're in a traveling thing, like Maybe
We got a
if...
dude to interrogate.
Oh yeah, we do. Well, I mean, we could always leave him here for your people to interrogate, and then they can message us later.
I don't really know if they have much messaging.
Can't you give him one of your orbs?
The orb
Like,
is going to the
that
dragon.
like the message orb. Oh, well, we all got
That
one.
I
don't
only
we?
have one of those. It's heading to the dragon.
It would probably reach them by next session. Or by sometime next session around.
Oh, well, I guess we are waiting for the dragon. Never mind. Waiting to see if the dragon actually shows up.
Question.
Yep.
Do you? This is kept to Zagra.
Mhm.
By chance, they're on this plane of existence?
Pardon?
The person you're trying to message, they're on this plane of existence?
It's the dragon, so I assume so.
Okay. Well, tomorrow I can do, since testing today has gone well, I might be able to send a message instantly to whoever we want.
Okay.
That's true. Let them
Of course.
know of what's coming.
Yeah, the stipulations, of course, are that it has to be rather short. I think about 25 words is what I can get it max right now. They also has to be, well, they can be on other planes of existence, but I don't know what's. I haven't done extensive tests on that yet, so I don't know. And as far as I know, as
Gotcha.
range, I have done close range as far as now, but theoretically it is as far as the universe expands.
Okay.
And they'll be able to talk back to us instantly as well, with similar
Alright.
rules.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Sending, baby.
I love sending.
It's one of those spells that's both great and now you can talk to anybody.
Don't worry, I'm not going to turn into a jester.
Sure you aren't.
Sure you aren't.
I'm not, or at least I'm trying. I will try to not. If other people use me as a jester, then I mean,
Jacob, it's fine. I'm just joking along with it.
oh yeah, no,
I'm
I
totally
completely
fine with that if you go that route.
Oh yeah,
I know all of
I
my
understand.
characters.
I would like to talk to NPC number 5 from session 2.
What's their name?
They weren't given an actual name.
That's not true. I gave all of my NPCs names.
Ha!
Oh,
You can't remember the
okay.
name. You can't send a message.
You know, it probably would have been Belial now that I think about it.
Yeah, so every
We met him.
every NPC at
Kind
the
of.
bar
I
on
did.
session
I
1.
talked to him. I did not get his name. I was too scared. I was just like creepy voice in the dark. Whoa, that was Mary. That was Mary. I was surprised. That was weird. Don't ever do that again.
I think I'm going to be spending the rest of my time working on sketches of Feywild creatures for Ketch.
Okay.
So he can have more familiars. In non-traditional familiars as well.
Oh yeah.
Of course, if you're cool with that, Andrew.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine on my book.
Depends on what I send.
I think I can say that I trust the ideas that you come up with, and if there isn't a stat block, I trust that you would be able to create something reasonable.
Heck yeah.
All of you combined, you plural, you general.
Like, I'm looking at the list of Feywild creatures, and I'm trying to narrow it down to only things Zagra would have probably seen. or learned of
Mhm.
somehow.
Commonly
Almirage
known
is pretty
things.
high on that list. That's a
Yeah.
pet.
They're adorable.
They are. I too believe so. That way. That way.
I'm also wondering about Fairy Dragon.
I was
Probably.
thinking dragon too, but I didn't know how you felt about that. I'm like some sort of dragon as well.
I mean, Pseudo Dragon's a familiar option, just out of the
Pseudo
box.
Dragon's a familiar option already, but Fairy
I
Dragon's a bit different.
I hear if you look through the eyes of a fairy dragon, you get to see the world as it actually is.
I know, right?
All right. Anywho, I do have to go, so I will talk to you all later.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds
Have a
good.
good
this
one,
was
everyone.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did good today.
Bye.
Yeah, Fairy Dragon looks
Bye.
completely
Yeah.
reasonable.
Good.
Okay, yeah, I will see you next time then.
See you around.